Today, we are diving deep into one of the most highly anticipated wearable tech releases of 2025, the Apple Watch Series 11. Over the last decade, Apple has transformed its smartwatch from a simple notification tool into a powerful health companion, a personal trainer, a communication device, and even a life-saving gadget. With every generation, the Apple Watch pushes the boundaries of what a smartwatch can do, and this year's model is shaping up to be one of the most exciting yet. Think about how Apple has shaped modern technology. The iPhone changed the meaning of the smartphone, the Mac revolutionized creative work, the iPad redefined portable computing, and then came the Apple Watch, quietly entering the market but quickly becoming a category leader that has redefined wearable technology. The Apple Watch isn't just another piece of tech, it's a personal assistant on your wrist. It tracks your health, monitors fitness, connects you to the digital world, and in some cases, it has even saved lives by alerting users to heart conditions or automatically calling emergency services. That's why, when Apple announces a new generation, the entire tech world stops to listen, and in 2025, all eyes are on the Apple Watch Series 11. Looking back, the Apple Watch Series X. Before we dive into what makes the Series 11 special, let's rewind to last year's Apple Watch Series X, which marked the 10-year anniversary of the Apple Watch. The Series X was bold in design, slimmer, more futuristic, and featured a beautiful edge-to-edge display that rivaled even the Apple Watch Ultra in immersion. Many praised it for its looks. It felt sleek, lightweight, and fashionable, with a screen that drew you in. However, while the Series X was a major step forward in design, many users felt it wasn't a huge leap in performance. The S10 chip was only a modest upgrade from the S9, and daily use, messaging, notifications, fitness tracking, Siri, felt almost the same as before. Battery life remained at about 1 day, and while low-power modes extended usage slightly, it wasn't groundbreaking. In short, the Series X looked incredible but didn't quite deliver the dramatic functional changes many hoped for. That set the stage perfectly for the Series 11, which promises to bring the performance and features that truly elevate the Apple Watch experience. Why the Apple Watch Series 11 matters. Unlike the Series X, which was focused on design, the Series 11 is about substance. Analysts, tech insiders, and leakers agree that this update will finally bring meaningful upgrades across performance, health tracking, and connectivity. It's not a reinvention, but rather an evolution, one that makes the watch smarter, faster, and more essential than ever before. Let's break down the key features that make the Series 11 so important. The power of the new S11 chip. At the heart of the Series 11 is the brand new S11 processor. To casual users, a processor may not sound like the most exciting upgrade, but in the world of wearables, it makes a massive difference. Here's why: speed and responsiveness. Apps will launch instantly, animations will flow seamlessly, and Siri will respond almost immediately. No more lag or hesitation. Health and fitness tracking, continuous heart rate monitoring, sleep tracking, and workout recording will run more efficiently, using less power while providing more accurate data. And battery life improvements. Thanks to Apple's move to a smaller nanometer manufacturing process, the S11 delivers better performance while consuming less energy. That means users can expect slightly longer battery life, perhaps squeezing out a few extra hours during travel, workouts, or long days. The bottom line? The S11 chip ensures that the Apple Watch doesn't just look futuristic, it feels futuristic. Connectivity gets a big upgrade, custom 5G modem. Another headline feature is the introduction of Apple's first custom 5G modem for the Apple Watch. Up until now, Apple relied on third-party modems, but with the Series 11, the company is taking full control of connectivity. Why does this matter? Future-proofing. With 3G shutting down globally and 4G becoming less reliable in certain regions, 5G ensures the watch will remain functional and fast for years to come. Real-world benefits. Imagine leaving your iPhone at home for a run. With 5G, you'll enjoy instant Siri responses, smooth music streaming, real-time navigation updates, and faster emergency SOS features. Reliability and security. Apple's own modem means tighter integration, better efficiency, and more secure communication. For many users, especially those who rely on their Apple Watch for outdoor activities or emergency features, this upgrade could be life-saving. The game changer. Blood pressure monitoring. Perhaps the most exciting new feature of the Apple Watch Series 11 is the long-awaited blood pressure sensor. Apple has already transformed health tracking with ECGs, blood oxygen monitoring, fall detection, and irregular rhythm notifications. But blood pressure has always been the missing piece. With the Series 11, that could finally change. Here's why it's huge. For hypertension patients, early warnings of elevated blood pressure could help people manage risks before they become emergencies. For athletes, it adds another layer of safety. And performance monitoring during intense workouts. For everyday users, it provides insights into stress levels and overall cardiovascular health. Now, to be clear, Apple will likely market this as a wellness tool rather than a medical replacement. For professional equipment, accuracy in wearables still can't match dedicated devices, but as an early warning system, this is a groundbreaking step toward preventive healthcare. The feature that's still missing, non-invasive glucose monitoring while the blood pressure sensor, is a massive leap forward. One much-rumored feature is still missing: glucose monitoring without needles. Apple has been researching this for years, and while prototypes exist, the technology isn't ready for reliable public use. Analysts believe it may debut in Series 12 or Series 13. Still, with the introduction of blood pressure monitoring, the Apple Watch Series 11 gets closer than ever to being a comprehensive health device. Design and style, familiar but refined. Don't expect a complete design overhaul this year. Apple typically sticks with a design language for a few generations before making big changes. That means the sleek edge-to-edge display from the Series X will remain, but with refinements. Possible updates include new color options and finishes, fresh bands and fashion collaborations, more eco-friendly materials. In line with Apple's sustainability goals, while the hardware look may not drastically change, the Series 11 will still feel modern, stylish, and versatile, equally suited for workouts, work, and nights out. Release date and price. What to expect? Apple is famously consistent with its product launches. The Apple Watch Series 11 will almost certainly be unveiled at the September 2025 Apple event, alongside the iPhone 17 lineup. This usually happens in the second week of September, with pre-orders opening immediately after the keynote and deliveries beginning within days. As for price, Apple is also expected to stick with tradition: base aluminum model, $399, cellular models, and premium finishes, higher, with stainless steel and titanium options costing more. By keeping the entry price steady, Apple ensures the watch remains accessible to casual users while offering luxury options for those who want them. Should you upgrade to the Apple Watch Series 11? The answer depends on what model you currently own. From Series 7 or Series 8, the jump will feel massive: better performance, improved connectivity, and revolutionary health tracking. From Series X, it's more subtle, but the blood pressure sensor and custom modem might still make it worth upgrading, especially for health-conscious users. In short, the Series 11 isn't about reinventing the smartwatch. It's about refining it to perfection, delivering real-world benefits that make it one of the most practical and meaningful updates in Apple Watch history. Final thoughts: the Apple Watch Series 11 is shaping up to be Apple's most significant smartwatch upgrade in years. With the S11 chip, custom 5G modem, and the groundbreaking addition of blood pressure monitoring, it takes everything users loved about the Series X and builds on it in meaningful ways. Whether you're a fitness enthusiast, a health-conscious user, or simply someone who wants the very best smartwatch available, the Series 11 promises to deliver. And as always, Apple's combination of sleek design, powerful features, and ecosystem integration ensures it will remain the gold standard in the smartwatch market. As we count down to September 2025, one thing is clear: the Apple Watch Series 11 isn't just another upgrade, it's the watch we've all been waiting for.